Welcome to Candidates Comment, a public service presentation of CTN. All candidates running for Ann Arbor Board of Education were asked to share their platforms and ideas. Candidates who participate will be shown in alphabetical order.
My name is Megan Kanous, and I am running for Ann Arbor Public Schools Board of Education. I have been actively involved with AAPS since 2017, with a third grader at Hazley Elementary and a seventh grader at Forsyth Middle School. In addition to being an engaged parent and active participant in our PTO and PTSO, I have served as enrichment chair at Hazley as well as PTO council rep. In the past, I have organized events including Walkathon, Multicultural Night, Science Night, and our Hazley Players theater productions, all with the intent of reducing barriers to participation for students and their families. I also volunteer at the Forsyth Fun Nights and have served as room parent and Girl Scout troop leader for 2 troops at Hazley. Through my previous role in PTO Council, I have been fortunate to get to know many families across the district and see the differences and similarities in the challenges individual schools face with our diverse school populations. I have been able to share out processes and planning schedules so that volunteers who want to start or restart community events can have support in the planning process. I also get to spend time volunteering at Young People's Theater, where working with young people allows me to discuss their experiences at schools district-wide. My service within the schools and in our Ann Arbor community gives me a unique perspective that I can bring to the board as a trustee. It's because of my consistent service these past 7 years that I have been endorsed by both the Ann Arbor Teachers Union as well as a committee of past AAPS trustees called Better Boards, Better Schools. These groups represent 2 of the major education stakeholders within our community, both the teachers and the administration. And while they don't always agree, I am the only candidate running for a 4-year term that they both chose to endorse, and I'm very proud of their confidence in me to be a trusted and fair member of the board. I know the needs of the teachers, students, and families best, and I can translate those needs into opportunities if I am elected to serve. I am also pleased to have received endorsements from the MEA and Femmes for Dems. My business acumen does go beyond Girl Scout cookies. Professionally, I have worked in sales and product development as a buyer for Borders Group here in Ann Arbor, and most recently in business development for a large board game distributor. I also served on the Borders Group Foundation Board of Directors. These roles have prepared me for the budget management, communication, and relationship building that is needed to build trust and collaboration between all parties associated with Ann Arbor Public Schools. I am asking for your support to vote for me in our upcoming election. Please also vote yes for our special education millage renewal, which is countywide. Thank you for your time. And again, please vote for me, Megan Kanous, for Ann Arbor Board of Education.
Greetings, my name is Ernesto Querijero, and I am running for re-election as trustee to the Ann Arbor Public Schools Board of Education. I hope to continue supporting and recommending policies that advance lifelong student learning, the fundamental responsibility of a public school district, and advocate for increased representation, fairness, and inclusion. This is something that I've done professionally throughout my teaching career. I am a full-time faculty instructor at Washtenaw Community College in the English and College Readiness Department. I've been doing that and teaching there since 2010. I offer more teaching experience than any of the other candidates, and I'm the only incumbent running. I have the most experience and I'm the most qualified for this position at this time. First, I hope to continue to advocate for a positive student-first, student-focused culture. We can improve student learning, well-being, and a sense of belonging when we actively engage students and their families. Secondly, AAPS needs transparent, itemized financial reports and reporting procedures. We need to detail our monthly expenditures and monitor our fund balance regularly. Third, AAPS needs to adopt a diversity, equity, and inclusion lens for decision-making. This requires a cabinet-level DEI officer with diverse experience and a professional credential to help guide us. And finally, our district must continue to develop and uphold our commitment to the AAPS sustainability framework. This means developing our high-quality K-12 sustainability curriculum and also making sure that any new constructions or plans that we have or work done by our vendors are adhering to that sustainability framework and our sustainability standards. In our current climate, I believe all these initiatives can help the board and the district build back trust with the community. As I have throughout my service, I have drawn on my teaching experience and my expertise when reviewing and considering board policies or district policies and recommendations. And through the Michigan Association of School Boards, I have earned a Certified Board Member Award. Endorsements to my campaign include Dr. Pamela Pugh, President of the Michigan State Board of Education, County Commissioner Yusuf Rabi, Representative Jimmy Wilson Jr. for the 32nd District, Alicia Dyer, the Democratic candidate for Washtenaw County Sheriff, and two sitting trustees, Trustee Crystal Dupree and Trustee Rima Mohammed. My campaign is also endorsed by the Ann Arbor Education Association, the Michigan Education Association, the College Democrats, the University of Michigan, the Anishinaabeg Caucus of the Michigan Democratic Party, the Huron Valley Area Labor Federation, Rising Voices, the Washtenaw County Democratic Black Caucus, and the Voter Collective for Co-Liberation. I invite you to learn more about my campaign at www.voteforernestoq.com. That's the number 4. And thank you for your time and consideration, and I hope for your support.
Hello, my name is Eric Sturgis, and I am a candidate for Ann Arbor School Board Trustee, 4-year term. There are 6 candidates running for 3 spots, and I believe I am one of the best candidates for Ann Arbor Public School Board Trustee. I grew up in Ann Arbor. I attended Northside Elementary, Clegg Middle School, and Huron High School, where I graduated in 2004. I played tennis at Huron, and I have my bachelor's degree in history and a minor in political science from Eastern Michigan University, where I graduated magna cum laude, as well as I have my master's degree in sports management from Eastern Michigan University, magna cum laude. As someone who has been a substitute teacher in Ann Arbor Public Schools, as well as a paraprofessional, as well as a high school tennis coach at Huron and Skyline, I have heard from teachers, parents, and students on a daily basis with what their concerns and what they would like to see from the school board. I believe that this makes me the best candidate. I'm the only candidate that has been a student, coach, and worked in the Ann Arbor Public Schools. We are in the process of a $25 million budget deficit that needs to be rectified, as well as just firing a superintendent without cause. You have my commitment as a school board member that I will be transparent. I will release information to the public and make sure that the public is aware of the school board's dealings and what we are voting on and what is important. I also am an effective listener and will listen to the public when they express concerns. I have been a Democratic precinct delegate in the past. I've worked on teams, I've worked with budgets, and therefore I believe I will be the best candidate to serve the Ann Arbor Public School Board. Please visit www.ericforschoolboard.com. Thank you. I look forward to your vote on November 5th or before.
Hello, Ann Arbor friends and neighbors. I'm Don Wilkerson, and I'm running for the Ann Arbor Board of Education. I'm a father of 4. My oldest graduated from Skyline that spring. I have a junior at Skyline, and I also have 3-year-old twins. From a professional standpoint, I lead risk advisory services at Raymond, a national CPA and advisory firm. I help organizations understand their financial, operational, and IT processes and how to improve them and mitigate risks. I have a Master of Accounting and a Bachelor of Business from the Roth School of Business at U of M. And over the years, I've been a dedicated advocate for our schools. I've run millage campaigns, I've led PTOs in the PTO Council. I sat on the board of a nonprofit for special education advocacy, and I've been an avid classroom volunteer and coach for various programs like Rec and Ed Sports and Science Olympiad. I'm a proud Native American and citizen of the Little River Band of Ottawa Indians. I've worked to share my heritage and culture in Ann Arbor by organizing and supporting the Dance for Mother Earth powwow over the years. I sit on our Diversity Action Council at Raymond, and I've been a longtime advocate and leader for providing internship and mentorship programs for underrepresented communities. I'm running because I believe in public education. I know what it meant to me as a youth and the access it provided me as a first-generation college graduate. Public education was more than school. It was a community and a family for me. The district faces a number of challenges. We're feeling the impacts of cost cuts throughout our schools this fall. Classes are fuller, supports in the classroom are much leaner or non-existent. We know cutting is a downward spiral. We need to focus on growth. We need to bring students back to our district. We need to sell the excellent education we offer here in the Ann Arbor community back to our own people. We need to tell our story. We have to break the mold and find new ways to sustainably fund our district. It's imperative in retaining our tremendous teachers and attracting new ones by offering competitive wages and a voice at the table. I'll be an effective driver of governance, oversight, and objectivity. But I'll also be creative in how we can overcome the constraints we face as a district. We need to set the 3 to 5 year vision. It'll give us a guide in decision-making while also providing us an opportunity to engage in the community and bring our stakeholders to the table. Trust is broken. We know it, we see it, we feel it. We need to rebuild through transparent community engagement and effective communication. Together, we are stronger. I hope I have the opportunity to work alongside you in delivering excellent education for all Ann Arbor students. Please visit votedonwilkerson.com for more information. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Leslie Wilkins. I'm a calm, qualified, compassionate, and thoughtful long-term Ann Arbor Public Schools parent. Serving on the Ann Arbor School Board has been on my heart for a long time now, something I've been looking forward to doing once my kids are more self-sufficient. In the meantime, I volunteered with Carpenter School PTO for 2 years and then the Scarlett Middle School PTO for 5 years, serving as vice president of the board for 3 years. And most recently, I've served on the PTO Council's Equity Committee. I loved all that work, advocating for students and teachers at those Title I schools. And now I want to use my business sense, analytical skills, team player attitude, and life experience to have a positive impact district-wide. I have bachelor degrees in music and psychology from U of M, along with an MBA, and I've been a marketing executive at the same company for 16 years. Prior to that, I was a financial analyst for a municipal ratings firm. Along with my work with school PTOs, I've served on other nonprofit boards for the past 11 years. I'm endorsed by the Ann Arbor Teachers Union and the Washtenaw County Democratic Party, and I will intentionally act according to their values, including fighting systemic racism, protecting and promoting public education, and making schools inclusive for our LGBTQ students. As a single mom with a full-time job outside the home, I've experienced firsthand the frustration of not having the time or resources that some other families have to be the squeaky wheel to get their students' needs met. I want to make sure that all students, all families, and all communities are considered and consulted when policy decisions are made. Also, my lived experiences have shown me that systemic racism is still harming Ann Arbor students. Ann Arbor Public Schools needs to prioritize rebuilding trust with the community, especially around the budget. I'm committed to doing this time-consuming, detailed work with honesty and compassion. I'll ask the hard questions to make sure the district is actually listening to what families are telling them, and I will show my work so the community knows how decisions are made, so I'm kept accountable for those decisions. Another big issue that was only made worse with the budget crisis is decreasing teacher morale. I'm committed to helping the district find ways to retain the amazing teachers we have and keep them from burning out or going elsewhere. I want to ensure that the district prioritizes success and happiness for all students, not just the white, straight, neurotypical, upper middle class kids who are the easiest to serve. I'm excited to do the hard work necessary to right-size the district's budget, prioritize our educators' needs, and restore trust in our board and administration. I hope I earn your vote. Thank you.
Hello, I am Glynda Wilks, and I'm excited to be running for the Ann Arbor Board of Education. I ask for your vote because I am the most qualified candidate running for the 4-year term. We need better leaders for a better tomorrow in the Ann Arbor Public Schools. I am the best qualified for 3 reasons. I have the intimate knowledge of the Ann Arbor Public Schools and the communities it serves. My professional experience has prepared me to serve as a solid trustee. And finally, I have proven leadership skills to get things done and to build back trust on the board. Let me explain my qualifications in more detail. Not only did my husband and I raise 3 sons, all of whom have already graduated from the Ann Arbor Public Schools, but I served as a 2nd grade teacher at Burns Park Elementary. Some of my fondest memories were created there. I also remember challenging some of the hurtful attitudes shown to those students who were bussed in from outside the Burns Park neighborhood. You see, I grew up as a student eating free and reduced lunches in Evanston, Illinois, a community very similar to Ann Arbor. As my sons grew up, I became a highly involved parent and worked to ensure that all of their classmates and teachers received the resources needed for a good education. I have served on the Northside and Clegg PTSOs, and I became president of the district-wide Black Parent Student Support Group. Prior to earning my master's degree in education at the University of Michigan, I worked as a journalist and as a copy editor at the Detroit Free Press. My professional experiences taught me how to research unfamiliar topics and how to ask the tough questions. These skills are useful to build relationships, to bring back civility to the AAPS Board of Education, and the ultimate trust from the community. I am also a proven leader in the broader community. My community service includes serving as co-chair of the Policy and Oversight Committee of the Washtenaw County 21st Century Police and Compliance Commission under Sheriff Jerry Clayton. I currently serve on the board of Foundations Preschool, which offers safe and affordable preschool education for children. I have served at the Student Advocacy Center and as a tutor at the Family Learning Institute. I am also a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, whose mission is in part to encourage high scholastic achievement and service to our communities. I hope you see, as others have, that I have the qualifications to serve as a strong trustee on the AAPS Board of Education. I am proud to have been endorsed by key community leaders, including Sheriff Clayton and State Representatives Felicia Brabeck and Jimmy Wilson Jr. I ask for one of your 3 votes for the 4-year term on the AAPS Board of Education. I am the better leader for a better tomorrow in Ann Arbor Public Schools. To connect with or to learn more about me, please visit my website, electglendawilks.com. Thank you.
This concludes a presentation by candidates running for Ann Arbor Board of Education. To view this and other local election programming, visit youtube.com/CTN Ann Arbor. Remember to do your part and vote on November 5th.